Hey Deacons, this is the Deacon of the Week training video. So I'm going to be walking through all the tasks. So let's pretend it is Sunday morning. Wow, it is 8:45, right on time, great. Hopefully all of you guys have a key. You will open up the building. Then you will use this Allen wrench on the door. You will put it in this hole right here. You might have to close the door a little bit. And then you'll twist it, which makes the door locked or unlocked. Now that the building is unlocked, which is great, you will then, the first thing you will do is turn on the lights that are right here. The second thing you will do, so now they're off, the second thing you'll do is you will grab this sign. This sign goes out in the yard. Like that. All right, you can pause it. Next is make sure there's food and snacks in this, and there's water in here. Sometimes there'll be extra food down here, like that. And there'll be water in the refrigerator in the kitchen sometimes. Check to see if these things are straightened up. If there's random paper around. And that's that. Okay, now that as I come up here, I see there's a couple things just out of order a little bit. I'm going to put things in order. This would go, somewhere over here. This trash is empty. That looks good. Then I'm going to walk over here. This is the main power for the sanctuary. There is all of these lights in the top left. They all go on. And now all the sanctuary lights are on. So that's your job. At the end, this is how you turn them off. Beyond that, when it's hot in here, this is the exhaust fan. When it's hot, the hot air rises, you want it to come out of the building. So you turn that exhaust fan on, and that helps significantly. All right, that's that. Now I'm going to turn on the air conditioners. So you press the start-stop button right here. You have to point it directly at the machine and see if it'll start. Now I knew this wouldn't start because the batteries are dead in this remote only. So each unit has its own remote, but all the remotes work for every unit. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to point it right like this, and it's open and it's on. In the summer, it's very important. They should always say cool in the summer because that's cool air. In the winter, it's going to say warm. So the same unit is the air conditioner and a heater. So come over and turn this one on. Took me a minute there. Don't panic if it doesn't turn on right away. Now it's on. Same idea to turn it off. Point it right at it and it's off. Okay. All right, there's also 2 air conditioning units on the other side. It's important that those are on. They need all 4 units for it to heat or cool. So you'll go through the building. Both of these switches need to be on. There's the hallway and this hallway. Those are on. Now they're off. Come in here. Now this is kind of tricky. This room doesn't have its own switch. This room turns on that room. Why? I don't know. It's just the way it is. Let's keep going. Come in here. Turn this switch on. Yay, now this room is on. Come back here and make sure this unit is on. Same idea. Has an on-off button. Point it right at the machine, and now it is on. At the end, super important that these are turned off. All right, you want to keep following me this way. We will go back to where the communion area is. Now, you will be doing communion every single week. These are where the communion fancy things are. So that's great. In the refrigerator, you will have juice. The fridge is working and it'll be cold, so they're kept. And then you go over here. This is where you'll have your crackers or bread. We're going to actually be getting loaves of bread. And so that will need to be put in the dish. And then you can use these cool little things. So you pour the juice in like this. And then let's just say this is full of juice. you will, hopefully the cups are in here. Well, they're not, so they're up here. Communion cups. Oh yeah, because these are dispensable. So you open it up, you kind of put the hose little thing in the cup and squeeze, and it will help fill them up really fast that way. So keep following me here. So that's where the cups are. You will fill up one of these trays with all your cups, and put the lid on it. So, and then here, sorry, no. Oh. For some reason it's not working. There we go. You will put the bread in this container. You could put it on the plates if you want to. I'm not too picky about it. Then you'll take both out. This will be done before church. You'll come out before church and you'll set it right there. That is communion for now. While we're on the topic of communion, Kelly is continuing to serve the small little cups. So anyone that wants to be like sanitary wise can use these. The extra cups are down here. So Kelly might need some help getting these out and just putting them up here. And then he likes to sit here and put them out. So that will be part of the job as well. Okay, so this is just like a really good example of like little things. So this cart is like randomly pressed to the side. This sign's upside down. Like, we would love it if people are just like, hey, I'm going to put this right in the middle and like that, and maybe turn the sign over or whatever. So just little things like that are super helpful. Actually, even like ideally, these tables wouldn't be here either. So the tables could maybe go in the youth room or just anything like that is really helpful. All right, at the beginning, we talked about that snack cart right when you walked in and it having water. Best practice, what we really want is for there to be cold water. So you might have to grab a bin like this, fill it up with cold water and put cold water out there. And then after you do that, take some more water that's been bought and put this into the fridge for next week. Also, one of the big jobs is every single week there's produce put in the refrigerator. So we're donated a lot of produce on Wednesday nights and we give as much of it away as we can on Wednesday. And then every Wednesday typically we put any leftovers in the fridge, and every Sunday morning this needs to be brought up to the foyer area to be given away. So before church we want all the produce to be brought up and put out on the table on the countertop. Okay, another reminder once again is we want all of the lights in the building on. So these need to be on. Just the other day I came in and these light bulbs were out. So someone changed them, which is amazing, but that would be something to look at. Once you turn these lights on, this sign is an A-frame sign. It will say something different on it soon. If you don't know how this door works, it's very simple. You just press in, put the thing down, and now it's unlocked. So this will come out, and I will run out there real quick. Actually, I'm not going to. Pretty much by that truck is where this sign needs to go. So just set it out in the road, and it'll direct people either to park in our parking lot or across the street. Okay, as a reminder, every sign that goes out needs to come back in. So you put it back in, and this door sticks a little bit, but that's okay. About this door. So for right now, when you get here at 8:45, we also want you to unlock this door. Just, use your key, and then now it's unlocked. And why we're going to unlock this is for Sunday school, right around the corner, and every once in a while when we have breakfast. We want you, and it's important that you lock this door at 10 o'clock. So now it's locked. Now at 10 o'clock when most people get here for church, they can only go in the main entrance. Okay, I know this is super scary and you can always ask us about it. Victor is going to turn this on in the boiler room, by the way, at 5:30 in the morning, so you don't got to worry about turning it on. In the winter though, you should come in and just check and make sure it's still running, like you can hear it. If it's not on, that's a problem, and it does kick off every once in a while. But at the end of church, we would love for you to turn it off, and it's not that hard. This is the main off button. It says boiler fused disconnect. You turn it off. So it literally just shut off. That's the main off. And then, if you can remember, it's good to turn off this pump. So turning off the condition pump fuse. And then finally, here's the water. And the water, to turn it off, you have the handle go up and down. That is off. When it runs along the pipe, it's on, and now it is off. Okay. Sometimes in the winter, after the boiler's been on for several hours, so much pressure gets in the pipes, it starts to bang. When it's banging and we're in a sermon, it's extremely distracting. So please, if you're the deacon of the week and you're hearing banging, come down here right away and just turn it off. And that would be great. Just as a reminder, all the lights got to come on. So here's more lights down here. So, turn on the bathroom lights. So all of that just takes a little bit of time. And then at the end, obviously, shut them all off as well. So every light in the building we want on. All right, one of the important jobs during the service and before, I guess, is preparing for offering and doing offering. So our offering boxes, most often on a Sunday morning, are still in our offices because that's where the money was counted. This door should be locked. We should get into practice of it always being locked. To unlock it, the code is, you just press 3, 6, 4, 2. That's 3, 6, 4, 2, and you can open it. So come and follow me. And this is before service. I see there's no offering boxes. So usually the offering boxes are on the table. If they're not on the table, they'll be right up here. And we're going to be using 3 boxes now, including this one. So it's kind of awkward. I've never done this before myself. But, okay, I have the 3 boxes. You can make 2 trips if you need to. Okay, so this big box will go right here. We're going to leave that there. These 2 boxes can either go right here or go back here. Just make sure they're empty. Then, during the service, the deacons, we're going to be praying for offering. You'll come back and grab these, and we'll have 3 people. 1 deacon in the middle, 1 deacon on each side, and they will kind of just go and pass the boxes and walk. Then what's important is after the boxes are collected, to walk these directly back into the office, come back out and make sure the door is locked. Okay, beyond that, you're just going to be kind of floating, seeing if oftentimes people get here a half hour early, just making sure they're greeted and those kind of things. You could even, this isn't your job, but you could even look around to see if there's like envelopes either that haven't been put away or envelopes that need to be spread out a little bit more. When you leave, we have 2 blue trash cans in the back of the building. Those trash cans, usually Ray, with Dan's help, puts them out by the road. But usually when I leave, I just look to see if the blue trash cans are out. And if they are, that's a good thing. If not, the trash comes like Monday, so they really need to go out on Sunday. And then before you leave, just really making sure all the lights are off, everything powered, every heater, everything like that is off. And beyond that, I'm sure I will help and be available. Katie will be available. This will take a while to get used to. We're going to try to schedule 3 deacons a Sunday so you guys can help one another. So that's about it. Thanks so much.